The sum of the squares of two numbers is 320, and the difference is 8. Find the numbers. Let's let x equal one of the numbers and y equal the other number. From here, because the sum of the squares of the two numbers is 320, we know that x squared plus y squared equals 320. We also know the difference is 8, which means x minus y equals 8. And now we need to solve the nonlinear system. Let's use the method of substitution. Let's solve the second equation for x by adding y to both sides. Adding y to both sides, we have x equals 8 plus y. And now we can substitute 8 plus y for x in the first equation. Performing the substitution, we have the equation the square of 8 plus y squared equals 320. Notice now we have an equation with just one variable, the variable y. The next step will square 8 plus y. Let's show some work on that. There's no shortcuts. We have two factors of 8 plus y, resulting in four products, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 8 times 8 is 64, plus 8 times y, which is 8y, plus y times 8, which is plus 8y, and then finally, plus y times y, or y squared. Combining like terms, and writing the terms in descending order, we have y squared plus 16y plus 64. Going back to our original work, our equation is now y squared plus 16y plus 64 plus y squared equals 320. Notice we have a quadratic equation, so now we'll combine like terms on the left and then set the right side of the equation equal to 0 by subtracting 320 on both sides. On the left, y squared plus y squared is 2y squared. We have plus 16y plus 64. And then if we subtract 320 on both sides, we have minus 320 equals 0. Let's simplify again. We have 2y squared plus 16y, and then 64 minus 320 simplifies to minus 256 equals 0. Let's see if we can solve the quadratic equation by factoring. Recall the first step in factoring is to factor out the greatest common factor, which in this case is 2, giving us 2 times the quantity y squared plus 8y minus 128. And now see if we can factor the trinomial inside the parentheses. If it does factor, we will have two binomial factors. The factors of y squared are y and y. Now we want the factors of negative 128 that add to positive 8. Let's show some work on this. Ignoring the negative for a moment, let's start to look at the prime factorization of 128. 128 is equal to 2 times 64. 64 is equal to 2 times 32. 32 is equal to 2 times 16. Now let's stop here for a moment. Notice this indicates we can write 128 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 16, but 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and therefore 128 is equal to 8 times 16. Now remember, we're looking for the factors of negative 128 that add to positive 8, which means the factors we want are negative 8 and positive 16, giving us a factor of y minus 8 and a factor of y plus 16. The left side of the equation is equal to 0 when y minus 8 equals 0 or y plus 16 equals 0. Notice the factor of 2 does not give us a solution because it does not contain a variable factor. And now solving these two equations for y, we have y equals positive 8 or y equals negative 16. And now we need to find the corresponding x values. To do this, let's use the equation x equals 8 plus y. Let's begin with y equals 8. When y is equal to 8, notice x is equal to 8 plus 8, which is equal to 16. So one solution is x equals 16 and y equals 8, which as an ordered pair would be 16 comma 8. And now let's find x when y is equal to negative 16. When y is equal to negative 16, notice x equals 8 plus negative 16, which equals negative 8. A second solution is y equals negative 16 and x equals negative 8, or is an ordered pair negative 8 comma negative 16. This indicates we do have two solutions. There are two positive numbers where the sum of the squares is 320 and the difference is 8. And there are two negative numbers in which the sum of the squares is 320 and the difference is 8. So the solution, or solutions as ordered pairs, are 16 comma 8 or negative 8 comma negative 16. I believe in the homework, we only want the positive solution. Let's go ahead and check this graphically by graphing the two equations on the coordinate plane and verifying the 2 points of intersection are 16 comma 8 and negative 8 comma negative 16. I've already set this up. Notice I have the two equations already entered on the left. The circle is the equation x squared plus y squared equals 320, and the line is x minus y equals 8. Notice there are 2 points of intersection. The first point of intersection is 16 comma 8, and the second point of intersection is negative 8 comma negative 16. Verifying our work is correct. I hope you found this helpful.